a comeback to the pinnacle of the game. Probably the back rower in the game at the moment. The Raiders with the footy. Here comes Corey Horsburgh into the starting team, sparingly used by Ricky Stewart.
Victor Radley got him with a beauty, up under the ribs.
Tackle. Yeah, tackle one.
Looked like he turned off the kickoff, turned into contact. But Victor got him a beauty just under the kidneys. Oh, maybe a head clash.
Oh, no one.
There's a head clash.
Well, Big Red shaking off the stars that he was seeing, and we're back underway now. Smithies, the Englishman, played every game this year for Canberra in his maiden NRL season. And Elliot Whitehead, the other English player in the pack, whose career is winding down, and they've lost the ball here. Not a good start for Canberra after 3 tackles. Keary's got it back. Jennings the dummy half. Now Butcher. This attacking juggernaut that is the Roosters lineup. They could break their record for most points scored in a regular season. They need only 21. It could go today with the game in hand. The record stands at 710. This was the 15th ranked attacking team from last year. It's been quite the turnaround. Keary, and now Jennings, and over to Tupou. Jennings got in the road there. Before the Raiders come over to effect the tackle. 5 metres away from the line. Crichton slips over on the somewhat slippery turf. I'm pleased to report the grounds improved markedly in our last game here a couple of weeks back, where it was sandy. Well, in fact, it was underwater, wasn't it? Here's Butcher. Right in front of the sticks, Brendan Smith. A kick over the top by Walker. Off the upright, it was there. It was there for Walker to get it back, and he couldn't quite. A dazzling start for this unbelievably talented halfback.
Well, he was filthy. He dropped the ball. I have no doubt he was aiming for the post, because he chased, and he chased for the ricochet. He knew exactly what he was doing there, Sammy Walker. That short kicking game.
Well, he has been the main instigator of that revival in the Roosters attack, with all of his amazing short kicking and deft passing. 20 try assists in the season, 3rd ranked in the competition. They're scoring 31 points per game on average. Back comes Tedesco. 12 tries, 18 try assists. He is hitting the finals in good form, Teddy. Now Dom Young. Tackled on the 30-metre line. Left from Smith. Tupou. Stopped by Tapane. Levi starts. Starling from the bench. It's been a 1-2 punch from Ricky Stewart in the dummy half area throughout the campaign this year. Just over the halfway. They've used 4 tackles. Here's Leniu. It's Crichton. He's got the bumper bars up. He doesn't let Whitehead get a clean shot. He's insanely strong. Keary. Kicking towards the corner. Teddy's after Rapiner. Oh, he took it well, the veteran.
Is he after the UK next year,
Yes.
Jordan Rapiner?
Yep.
He has been an unbelievable player for the Raiders. On the wing at fullback. This is one of his strengths, coming out of trouble. He's dummy half running. Timoko.
Brad Fittler sideline. This is your old home ground. Well, the new version of it. What a great day.
I don't think I've ever seen it look as nice as it is today.
Yeah.
It was brilliant pre-game. And I've got to say, the field looks awesome. A little bit slippery over in his corner, because all the footy has been over in this northwest corner, and a few players have been slipping. So you tell the players that have the long studs on. I know the staff have been working around the clock. A lot of coring going on. Obviously, one of the big talking points was the condition of the game of the ground a couple of weeks ago, but they've solved that, and they've promised they're going to have perfect field from here on in.
Brad, I don't know whether you noticed, but part of the pre-game build-up here, there was an exhibition from the Public Order and Riot Squad just before kick-off, where they had the canine police out there, and a few of the police officers were acting as civilians, and one of them had a Newcastle number 7 jumper on, and both the dogs ran straight towards him.
Yeah, he was the one in trouble. They knew who the trouble was. They saw him on a skateboard once a few years ago.
Yeah,
they said, that's that bloke on the board, the skateboard.
Phoenix Crossley is no good.
Front foot on the 30.
But one thing the Raiders will be wary of is giving the Roosters too many freebies like they've done there. Here's Collins.
Corey, get up! Hold square. Wait.
15 metres inside Canberra territory. Walker linking with Teddy. And Manu stands them up. They barely lay a glove on him. Eventually Cook in 21. He's filling in for the absent Jamal Fogarty made the tackle. Dom Young, Sam Walker, down that butcher. Turns it over.
One-on-one strip there. There's 3 players in the tackle. Denny Levi communicated.
Too slow, mate.
And they all pulled out of the tackle. Smart work, Denny Levi.
It's one of their hidden strengths, the Raiders. They're actually playing at the ball in virtually every tackle, and every now and then they'll get a pinch like this. Got to be really careful when you play against them. Every one of their players is keen to have a strip at the ball. Showed a fair bit of resilience there in those opening sets of 6 in defence. It wasn't a great start for them, was it? But they've defended it.
They've been resilient all year. Yeah, the win by Newcastle earlier, it knocks them out, really. But they were in the top 8 for 13 of the first 15 weeks of the year. This is the team that some people were projecting to maybe run down the bottom of the ladder. Oh, what a ball. Tapane to Rapana. Oh, that's a handy 1-2 punches, and he's still going, the 35-year-old fullback. Glorious ball from the gifted front rower. Now Kyo Weeks rolls it through. Tedesco in cover. I think it's going to leap too long.
Jeez, that ball rolled on, didn't it? Thought he was going to back himself. Kyo Weeks, he's got that sizzling speed. He's lightning off the mark.
Yeah, and the very experienced James Tedesco, he just had a feeling that was going to keep bobbling along and get to the dead ball line.
Well, the most relieved bloke that is out there this afternoon when he found out Jamal Fogarty wasn't available was James Tedesco, because he peppered him here last year with the high kicks, and the man himself is with Brad Fittler.
Yeah, I've got Jamal. Mate, how important is the start of this game?
Yeah, I think it's very important for us, especially against the Roosters. They're a team that like to throw the footy around, and the way that we've got our compressed line with a bit of line speed to start's really pleasing.
You envious of watching the boys out here with the atmosphere and the people?
Yeah, I am, mate. I think this is probably one of the better stadiums that we have in the comp. Just the facilities out here, the grass and underneath is really good. So a little bit gutted I can't be out there with the boys, but hopefully I can get the job done today.
Tell us about your injury.
Yeah, I just got a little minor hamstring strain in my kicking leg that I got at training there, trying to chase down some of the young fellas. So missed out on today and hopefully be back next week.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt.
Great to hear from Jamal Fogarty. Last play, Keary. Testing Rapida again. The 2-1s come together. Tedesco taps it backwards. It's picked up here. Radley over the top. The pass wide of Manu, who scurries back together. Now, what's Joey going to produce from the trick bag? Slides along the ground. Gives it to Jennings. Now Walker. Tupou finds himself unmarked. Savage gets across. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Canberra.
Oh, great hustle by the Raiders.
Knock on. No advance in the knock on.
It was a Rooster knock on.
Play the ball out 10.
He's looking dangerous on the right side, Joey Manu.
Come on, Jordan.
He hobbled away from that challenge there, Brendan Smith.
Go. Hold.
I think Brandon Smith's gone. I just saw him.
Okay, move now. Hold here.
Saw him hobble away, but I saw him talking to one of his teammates. He's gone, Brendan Smith.
Get up. Hold here. Hold.
Well, this will bring Connor Watson into play. If he can't go on, well, he can't run.
Hudson Young and Walker right around the legs. Pause with his time. He offloads. Picked up on the bump by Seb. Chris. Play number 5. Watson getting ready. The New South Wales Origin rep from the winning series this year. Cook off the left boot. Taken by Tedesco.
I think he's done a calf, Brendan Smith. Ooh. He's hobbling off. There he is.
Well, he's trying to stay out there for the moment.
Yeah, it might have been a knock rather than a calf, and he's trying to run it out. I don't think they'd let him run on it if he's had a strained calf muscle.
Well, they're strapping him below the knee.
Yeah.
It's during that last attacking raid.
I would imagine from a coaching perspective, Gus, that's...
Here's the injury here, the tackle on Rapana.
Corey over there.
You get to this stage of the year and you're fearing injury to key players.
Well, the way Michael Jennings landed on the inside of his knee, that's generally a medial ligament.
Tedesco again against Rapana, who had the foresight to back off and make the tackle. Jennings has put the ball down. Our referee is going straight to the bunker.
Well, he passes the ball backwards.
I have no try. Just confirm a pass off the ground, mate. Had the tackle complete.
Pass off the ground. Tedesco saying he passed it back, and then it ricochets, whether off his leg.
Cleared all aspects of play in the lead up. James Tedesco takes clean possession, and Jordan Rapana makes a tackle in the air. The referee's now ruled tackle complete. This will be a penalty against Canberra. We have a decision.
Your tackle complete. They've tackled you in the air though, so it's going to be your penalty. But tackle in the air.
Gee, those high kicks have been precise, and Tedesco has contested every one of them.
We've got an injury here as well.
So Smith's going to stick on. Yes, Brad?
Yeah, just talking to the medical staff for the Roosters, and they thought it was calf originally, but it looks like it's his medial.
Rapana. Oh, he's copped another bad whack. He is so brave. The ultimate competitor. He gets bashed at the back, and he just keeps running up.
Yeah, he's a warrior. No risk in the world. He seems comfortable now, Brandon Smith, with that strapping on, which will just give him a little bit of support, but he's copped a bad one here. Rapana, what's happened here? The elbows come straight down in his face from Tedesco. Accidental, of course, but...
Is that cheekbone really blown up, or his eye socket?
Yeah, they've asked him to blow his nose to see what happened, and they're going to say a head bin so they can have a further look at it. I'd say they suspect there's been
eye socket.
Eye socket injury.
And he's had some very serious injuries across the journey. He had a fractured skull, I think, at one stage. 35 years of age. He signed a 2-year deal with Hull FC from next year. So out on the field, Simi Sasangi, which will prompt a reshuffle, presumably one of the back rowers to the centres, and Savage probably the fullback.
But they lose their real attacking X factor. Now Lenu. Surrounded by Canberra jumpers. They can't put him on the turf, however. 6 more tackles ruled by the referee. Keary over to Tedesco, now to Jennings. He slips over again. It looks pretty slippery down that end of the ground in particular. 6 metres short. Keary, Collins. Big shot, Tupanate. Horsburgh, Levi there as well, right in front of the post. Keary through Walker, floating ball, Dom Young. Good scurry, Canberra.
They're defending well.
Joseph Manu's copped a check. He's down in back play.
Walker tries to beat them with the boot. Tedesco's there. Again, desperation from the green machine.
I'm going to check that park.
Look out, look out.
Check that park.
No.
Look out.
Okay, Wyatt.
Oh, no.
Look out.
I have no try. Okay, on-field ruling, we have Corey Horsburgh well offside. They just need to review. We have a knock-on from James Tedesco. Just make sure no interference on the way through.
Sam Walker is down in the in-goal. Now, he was the one that kicked it, wasn't he?
Kick chase is onside by the Roosters.
Tedesco, he knocks the ball on. Looking at Elliot Whitehead. Shoulder to shoulder.
Both players here are running towards the ball and there's shoulder-to-shoulder contact. We're playing on at this point.
Tedesco knocks it on.
Now, bottom right of screen, he's in real distress, Sam Walker.
There is a knock-on by the Roosters. However, the on-field ruling of Corey Horsburgh offside on the 10 metres will stand. We have a decision.
Yeah, the bigger news is down here in the number 7 jersey. Kate's looking on very concerned there in the top of your screen.
Oh, it's stretcher.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Can we go back and try and find what happened here? He's obviously collided with someone. He's gone in. Yeah. Oh, dear.
So
just props on it.
Corey
Yeah.
Horsburgh as well offside. Okay, so obviously no advantage taken. So
The knee gives out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
He's got it strapped too.
Corey offside.
He's got it
So
strapped.
when the knees go like that, with no one around, generally it's an ACL.
Lindsay Collins.
Well, the Roosters'
Collins.
Premiership aspirations might be hobbling off the back at the northern end of Allianz Stadium.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, can we go
What
one
a
at time?
sensation. What a weekend.
Oh, Sammy.
Brad, they have hushed here at Allianz.
Well, he's all strapped up, but I'm asking the staff, and they don't know what's happened as yet, but as you can see, he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of discomfort as well. They've got both doctors out there. The Medicab is coming up the sideline.
Goodness. How's it this season taken a complete U-turn the last 24, 48 hours?
He's getting a little better the further he walks here. He's actually putting weight on it now.
2-0 in the meantime.
Luke Keary, brought to you by Food Services and Rugby. Roosters 2. Rugby.
Corey, is this high contact on Lindsay, okay? Yeah.
So
Hey,
there
actually
is
stay
the
inside and goal
forlorn
1-2.
face of
Thanks,
Sam
mate.
Walker. We'll be all over this story sideline and bring you what the diagnosis from the Roosters doctors is ASAP, because make no mistake, should he miss the rest of this year, the Roosters' Premiership fortunes have taken a real nosedive.
Well, it's certainly not a collision injury. It's not as though he's bumped knees with anyone, or it's just one of those ones where you plant your foot and decelerate, and everything keeps moving, and it puts those ligaments under a lot of strain. The good sign is he was improving as he walked along the sideline there.
Good run, Radley, crashing into a hole, desperate tackle. We thought Smith was in trouble. Fortunately for the Roosters, he's okay, which allows Watson to go into the halves and partner Keary. Here's Butcher this time. And played back to Smith. Now Collins. Confronted by Smithies.
Well, the Roosters are very fortunate. They've got a player like Luke Keary, who is very adept at just taking charge of games in a dominating 7 role.
Jennings flying high. Ball hit him on the back. Leniu picks it up. Now over to Manu. He can't escape another desperate tackle. Gee, they are committed with their defence, this Raiders team, aren't they?
Their defence is terrific. They're hitting hard too. They're really bustling. Roosters have had all the good possession, all the attacking possession. They've stood strong, the Raiders. Probably came here today looking for a hope of a top 8 finish, or at least a chance of it in the last round. But a win by the Knights up in Newcastle today virtually makes that mathematically impossible.
What a start. Do you reckon they'd know? Will they know the result?
I'm sure they know.
It's hard to stay away from it these days. Sasungi.
It's your job to know. But it won't stop them playing well here today.
Cook, his own testing kick towards Tupou at the back. He's made a mistake. He's offside, Luke Keary.
Tupou, and you're in front, Luke. Offside. I had a touching Daniel.
Well, moving
and Luke
forward,
touching in front.
hypothetically, if Sam Walker has ruptured that ACL, be interesting moving forward whether it's Connor Watson, Luke Keary, or Sandon Smith.
or Joey Manu.
Or Joey Manu at 5'8", yes. Well, I know Billy Smith, he made a comeback today from ankle dramas. He's hardly played this year. He got through.
Yeah.
New South Wales Cup.
One of their other young players, Robert Toya, had plenty of time in the reserve grade as well. Not suggesting he'll play in NRL this year, but
What positions he play?
he's a centre. He's a gun.
And the Wallaby, Mark Nawonga-Nitawazi's there too. Hasn't played NRL yet. Apparently he's carved it up in New South Wales Cup. But Walker's the trump card. So Canberra hoping to bust this Roosters defence open for the first try. They ignored the penalty goal and they find themselves a metre away. Played back to Levi. Sent to Horsburgh. And Cook for Sasangi up against Keary. 4 plays used. Levi firing to Whitehead. Over. The skipper and the English veteran gets the first try.
Yeah, this is beautiful combination. Dummy half, I think, plays away from him with all good intention to come back at him, and Whitehead is right on the advantage line just to catch it and burrow his way in. Shows left, straight away to the right. Isuzu D-Max replay. That's just combination. Time spent together, talking together. And they aimed that one right at the inside shoulder. And here, who did you look at here? He comes right at the inside shoulder there of Michael Jennings, who read it, but just couldn't hold the big fella out.
Hasn't he been a great buy? How long's he been out here now? 8-9 years?
Yeah, at least.
And when they buy English players when they come out to the NRL, generally there's a boom on the English players. I didn't really hear of Elliot Whitehead when the Raiders signed him. I think it was Peter Mulholland, the late Peter Mulholland, signed him from the UK. Freddie?
Reminds me a lot of Jason Smith. He went down to Canberra and played in the back row. Great ball runner, ball player, just a really good knowledge of the game. Great timing, as you saw then. Pretty impressive start from the Raiders. Yeah. All I've seen is them coming out of this northwest corner, slipping around. They had one other opportunity down there, and they gave up a seven tackle set. Next time they're down, they scored a try and missed the goal.
Time off.
A big shout out to the Roosters community joining us here today from Deadly Choices. They are a First Nations preventative health program empowering Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples to take control of their health by eating nutritious food, being physically active, quitting smoking or vaping, connecting with their Aboriginal medical service for an annual health check. The Sydney Roosters thank you and welcome you and your families to Allianz Stadium.
Canberra one game here for one win before today, 2018 last year against the Roosters. Maybe they like the vibrant surrounds of Allianz. Here's the big news, Emma.
Yeah, Matt, awful news for Jordan Rapana. It is a suspected fractured cheekbone, so he's on his way to hospital very shortly.
Okay, well, that's one of the bits of big news. So, fractured cheekbone, Rapana. We're standing by for Walker. Thanks, Emma. Hudson Young. Oh, he tried to play it a little quick.
I was looking forward to watching Hudson Young play today on that left side. He's got plenty of X factor about him, Hudson. And he was up against Sam Walker. Hudson's sort of guy takes things personally. I thought he'd really test Sam Walker today. There's the bobble. He knows. Look at that. Oh, what a day in Sydney today.
Breathtaking.
Beautiful city. Best city in the world.
Watson.
All right, a few setbacks here for the Roosters. And they're behind on the scoreboard.
He's pulling all the strings here now. And Lenu, 6th starting appearance for the year. He's making that transition from impact bench man to starting front rower. Keary again. Crichton back underneath. Butcher didn't get out of the way, so Crichton has to cut himself off at the pass. Tedesco, right foot step. Levi, Smithies, Horsburgh, all there to greet him. A kick by Keary. Tupou's glued to the touchline. He's got the advantage over the top of Xavier Savage. Oh, look at that. A kick by Jennings, bounced off a Raider back to Savage, and he's offside.
What are you doing? Kicking it out or? There, mate.
All right, well, they've had a bit of time down here, the Roosters. Luke Keary has now got to conjure something up and get some points.
Nearly 60% of the ball in favour of the home team so far. Played back by Lindsay Collins. Long pass. Watson, Tedesco. He got inside a Cook, but again slips over. It's like an ice rink down there. Manu denied. Smith, deep pass, finding Butcher. He's the link man with Keary. Watson, Jennings. Plenty of Canberra jumpers there again. Fourth tackle. Smith to Keary, now to Collins. Hudson Young with a driving tackle. You know what? They've handled it pretty easily so far. Last play. Tedesco out to Dom Young, rolls it through the top of Canberra leg.
Played out by Canberra.
That's brilliant defence by the Raiders. They're really up for this.
Where do you want to play the ball? Middle?
Really up for this.
Does that surprise you with Ricky Stewart coaching against his old team?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
They did beat the Panthers in their latest outing. Might have been a shock result to some, but it wasn't to Ricky Stewart. He'd been saying it for a few weeks he'd get them. He said, I'm going to Sydney to beat the Roosters too. Bradley Fittler.
The one thing from down at this level you notice is their middle defence is moving very far sideways. I think they're just anticipating the Roosters are going to shift the ball. How to counter that is either come back and sidestep or bringing players back through the middle.
Do you think that's because Brandon Smith is a bit busted? No, he can't get out of dummy half ready?
I also think that I don't believe that they can match it with speed on the edges as well. The Roosters have just been destroying teams out wide, so I reckon they're just, assuming they're going to be passing and they're moving early. I'll be tempted to just take them on through the middle, turn people back through the middle.
Yeah, Raiders have been doing that defensive style for a few weeks now.
Here's Young, he can get them going forward.
They're actually really effective with it.
12 tries in 9 games here at Allianz for Dom Young, and he's got 19 this year. You could play him on Mars, he'd still find the line. He's so good.
Well, with no Sam Walker, that takes the unpredictable out of the Roosters a little bit, doesn't it? He's the one that comes up with the
short kicks early.
Yeah. All that instinctive stuff. Luke Keary is more methodical.
Hang on, if Savage can pick if he could have got that on the first instance, he would have dashed away.
Yeah, they're bustling them here. Roosters are on tilt. You can see it. Everyone's got a plan until they get hit on the chin. And the Roosters have been hit on the chin with a big punch early in this game.
Tarpanay has been enormous.
What a player.
25 out. Well, there's been upsets galore in the last little while. This weekend it's been from another planet, so why not give the Raiders a hope? 15 away. Levi, Cook, short pass now, Hudson Young, surrounded by Roosters. 5 metres from the line. Smithies passed it straight into Crichton.
Yeah, I think he did that on purpose.
Ready on the scrum.
He saw the big forward coming his way and thought, well, I'll get another 6 again out of this. Beautiful stadium, this absolutely glorious. Such a huge improvement on the old one. Yeah, we all love the old one, but this is a far better version. It's a great stadium.
Keeps all the noise in. Remember last year? Was it last year or the year before when the Chooks played South? It was that loud when it was a sin binathon.
Timoko on the angle. 25 minutes gone. Canberra been very, very good and very, very dominant. Whitehead waiting. Left to Smithies. Accelerates into that collision with Brandon Smith. Well, it's interesting what they're going to do with him because they've lost Walker. He's got to go the distance, really.
His knee's gone.
Cook. Papali'i out in the back row. He's up against Jennings and a few others, and they deny him.
Well, they've directed a couple of big men at Jennings, haven't they?
And Brendan Smith laterally cannot move defensively. When he's in a straight line, he's fine. But anytime he props on that right leg and tries to move laterally,
Elliot, this side, mate.
He's hobbling. So if he goes in at half time, it cools down a bit. I'll be interested to see if he can go in this second half. Look at that right leg, that right knee, how much it's strapped up.
More footy here for Canberra. Running towards the SCG end at Allianz. Collins made a nuisance in the ruck. Horsburgh turning it underneath to Papali'i. He's been largely off the bench in the last few weeks. 6 metres away. Horsburgh now. Back to Papali'i. Thought about a pass and realised that's not really his go. Levi waiting behind Horsburgh. Cook, he's already got one. Whitehead, and now he delivers a glorious ball. Sasangi with the try.
Yeah, they're just pumping big men at this left-hand defence of the Roosters. Whitehead went through earlier. Whitehead again, but this time he's got to go to the offload to get it done. But the Raiders have come here with a plan and an attitude. Isuzu D-Max replay. Watch this, Whitehead on the edge again. Straight at Keary, on the top of him, pops it up. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Raiders are here to play.
Yeah, big man on little man. Keary goes low. Sasangi, great support play. Elliot Whitehead. Isn't the skipper having a good day out? Watch this. He just says, give me the ball. Gets a great offload out the back. It's game on.
Keary's used to being targeted in defence, but he's next to the veteran Jennings. The old Canberra milk jersey. Talk of the old City Football Stadium. They won a few premierships on the previous property. 94, Mal Meninga lifted the trophy in that very jumper. Sasangi, second try of the day.
Yeah, the Roosters are on tilt.
Successful conversion there for the Raiders for number 21, Adam Cook. Raiders 10, Roosters 2. A big shout out to all the emergency services staff for joining us here for this afternoon's game.
The Green Machine roaring. Hopawate sends Papali'i back. There's the man himself. He's on national coaching duties today. Emma, what can you tell us?
Matt, it's not looking good for Sam Walker, so his afternoon is definitely over. I said to the medical staff, how bad are we talking? Is it ACL? They said, look, not 100% sure, but I'll tell you this, it is pretty bad. So it's not looking good for the Roosters finals campaign.
Well, that's devastating. The game needs its best players playing at the right time of year.
Here's Hudson Young. He's got them going backwards out there. Ball at the back, on the ground. And now they swing from one side to the other. Oh, Mariotta's dropped it. That was looking good, wasn't it?
That was his first touch. He just came on the field for Corey Horsburgh, the young man. It's unfortunate. He's a gun, this young bloke. You watch him go.
And Terrell May. Andrew, are you prepared to say no Walker, no Premiership?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
No, I wouldn't go that far. Might look a bit clunky here today, but it'll be different when they can train for a week without him. They're a very experienced side. They've got a lot of depth. Looks a bit clunky at the moment because they've just been hit on the chin with it.
It's everywhere. And with respect to 5'8", Gussie, where would you stand with that if you have an opinion? Would it be Manu? He's got the unpredictability. Here's Smith, as you ponder that. 5, 6 metres. Oh no, he's lost the ball trying to play it to.
Well, the thing is, if they go Connor Watson, is playing 5'8" today. Connor Watson's sensational 14. If Connor Watson plays 6, that man on screen has to play 80 minutes. Brandon Smith. He's not an 80-minute player.
See, I wouldn't weaken his strength to plug that. You know, you've got a kid in your roster there for that reason. He's been doing the development. He's been training with the team. Sandon Smith. You throw him in. All right, this is what you've lived for, son. You're good enough. We've had you here all along. He's done his apprenticeship. Doesn't matter that it's final. Throw him in. Let him do the job. And that way everyone else just does their job the same. Rather than trying to plug a hole by moving someone from another position, trust the young fella. And they don't let you down. It won't be him that lets him down. Bradley Fittler.
What it does do, it makes today's game so important. If they win today's game, they seal the top two spot. That means they win one game, get a rest. Then it's only one more win and they're in a grand final. If you go back to 2018, talking to Billy Slater, it was Luke Keary who played halfback that day. Cooper Cronk was he had a broken shoulder.
Well, they played with 12 men that day and a coach, an on-field coach.
Yeah, it was one of the best kicking games he said he's ever had to defend.
Yeah, but that's 6 years ago, Freddie.
Well, memories, mate. Muscle memory.
Anyway, they've got their hands full with the Raiders at the moment. They've got to work a way to win this one.
Well, I've seen some of the top 4 teams the last couple of weeks. We saw Cronulla get beat last night. There's a penalty. Is this year where someone comes out of attack?
Although you have got the minor premiers sitting pretty.
The Melbourne Storm is sitting back, just curling their nose at the moment.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. I mean, they've got the luxury if they want to rest some more players next week. But Brisbane, after that capitulation last night, not playing for anything. So if they want to give Munster a week off, they can.
Well, the other night against the Cowboys, Munster's performance in that, it was dynamite. He wanted the ball in his hand. He had that look about him. Here goes Connor. Here's his strength. Dummy and run.
Terrell, mate, numbers if they can shift.
Ooh.
Oh, whacked hard.
Whitehead. His ribs exposed then. He didn't miss.
They stack the left-hand edge. Tedesco off Keary. Teddy poking through, offload. What a tackle, Savage. A try saver. That sums up their desperation so far. Now Teddy running across the ground. 2 bounces picked up by Manu. Manu trying to weave into space. Last play, Roosters. Keary in position. Tupou welded to that sideline again. He's the target. He's always the target. He'll take the catch. They back off. Canberra get it back. That was an unbelievable tackle by Savage.
Oh, they're playing with great spirit. Fast-moving defence, working for each other. Great trust inside and out. They're up for this one, the Raiders.
Here's Kaya Weeks. I heard Ricky Stewart say in a radio interview last week that Canberra would be completely lost without Kaya Weeks this year.
Well, he plays several positions, doesn't he? He's played fullback. He's played in the outside backs, 5'8".
Cook.
Over the top. Good kick.
And it keeps bouncing down towards the goal line. And then takes a right-hand turn, and Teddy's surrounded.
Trent Robinson at half-time. Gus, what's he saying to his team?
Settle. Just settle. Take a breath. Have a think about this, all right? It's not the game we were looking for. A few things have been thrown at us, but we just need to settle down here. Haven't.
Tedesco's been in everything. Keary off to Jennings. Jennings, he went to ground. They were thinking about holding him up and dragging him there. Whitehead with the tackle.
He's been physical, Whitehead.
I just think looking at them, they've kind of come here knowing how Raiders were going to defend, but trusting Sam Walker will produce the points or the opportunities. With Sam gone, doesn't look like they've game planned for the Raiders' defence. It's fast through extension the inside. So they probably just had to have a little rethink about that. Sam's not there to give them the instinctive football. And Raiders are pretty much reading everything else they throw at them. They're pros, they'll work it out.
Tim McCall. 4 tries this year, that's all. Had 11 last year. Good.
But I think like Rapin has left the field too. I mean, Raiders have had their own.
Oh, penalty, 4th tackle.
Wow, well now this is a really important 3 minutes coming up here. Because the Roosters are out of sorts. The Raiders are full of running. They lead by 8. They could strike a telling blow right here in the shadows of half-time.
And KO Weeks is hobbling around in back play.
Roosters have just got to concentrate here, steel themselves. Raiders looking for a hammer blow.
I like this young guy. He's a player and a half. Once again, Brandon Smith. That knee just collapsed on him.
Whitehead targeting Keary and Jennings.
Uh-oh.
He's all right.
History of head knocks there with Keary.
Starting to sound like Trent Robinson. Mariota. 6 more. They're just dominating. Sasangi. Oh, no, they had the tackle count restarted. Dear, oh, dear.
Oh, he's gone.
He surrendered.
He's grabbing at that knee.
And then he got up to run.
Not another one. You cannot believe this.
Oh, no.
This is the stuff of nightmares.
Well, they left him out there.
Yeah, so he surrenders first. They're going to review the contact.
So what's he saying? That Smith has collapsed before he was tackled?
Well, it's not a hip drop. It's just...
No, he got him over the top. Oh, dear.
All right. Brandon Smith, the latest casualty, at 10 points to 2. What about this? Leg Lonzo. It's all over. This is just absolutely extraordinary. The last 24 hours, yesterday and today, has totally reshaped not just the finals, but today, maybe the whole Premiership. I mean, many people saying this Roosters team were favourites. He's gone to the bin. Well, Whitehead sent to the bin, I'm assuming a hip drop.
Well, that didn't look like the hip drops we've seen the last couple of years. It looked like you see it in real time.
Was it hip drop or high tackle?
I think that they've said hip drop.
Really? All right, well, they've been defending like there's 15 of them, so one more off won't matter.
So what do they do now? They've lost the 9 and the 6. So Watson's got in there.
Well, Satili Tupanu has gone to right centre.
Manu must be.
Manu's 5'8". Oh, look at this.
They've lost the ball. Yeah, they're shell-shocked at the moment. For a team that's so experienced, they need to rally together.
Middle.
Just pull together.
Shot clock on. Are you going to be captain now that he's off? Or?
Concentrate on the next couple of minutes, get to the dressing room and have a committee meeting with the coach.
You're on the shot clock, boys. Just let me know it's scrum.
It's a very experienced side. It's got a wealth of depth.
On the shot clock.
Just 15 minutes of thinking music.
Well, what's the depth in the dummy half position?
Well, Connor Watson now,
there. So you're looking at Connor Watson, Sandon Smith, Keary, and Tedesco in the spine moving forward. Zach Docker-Clay.
Zach Docker-Clay.
Sandon Smith suddenly becomes a critical element of this Roosters outfit in whatever role.
To win the comp, you need luck this time of year. You need all your big guns firing.
Well, the season's going to end too soon for Canberra. They're flying home. Papali'i outside the 20. Play back to Starling on the park. Now Hudson Young, a minute left in the hut. If they could score another one with a player in the sin bin, they would be on great terms with themselves. Ricky might even smile at half-time. That's doubtful. Cook through Smithies. Comes out to Sasangi. Jennings jamming in with a good shot. 8 metres away. Cook now. Didn't get enough boot on it. And the Fahu White cleaning up. Oh, it's that. Oh, okay. We'll leave it to half-time.
High risk of injury. On report in the bin.
It's hardly a sin bin offence. Ten seconds.
Everybody is in shock. Everybody. Believe it.
Thunderbolts, mate. They come from everywhere. You never know when they're going to come. Thunderbolts come from anywhere.
Crichton gets it back. Picked up by Starling. I think he's passed off the ground there, hasn't he? No.
Look out.
Savage. Surrounded. Manu makes the tackle. And that will end a 40-minute segment that may well have, well, let's just say, cast the Roosters' Premiership aspirations into grave doubt. Sam Walker, serious knee injury, no official diagnosis, and Brandon Smith, also a knee. Wow, 10-2, Canberra leading the Roosters. On the basis of the injury for Smith, he'll be out for some time as well.
Yeah, well, it would have been a big half-time for the coach, Trent Robinson, who's very experienced. And the first thing he says, let's concentrate on the job at hand right here, and let's concentrate on the things we can control. All that's done, it's in the past. Now how do we knuckle down and win this game? So I'd imagine there'd been a bit of a committee meeting about positions, roles, the type of football they want to play, and this defensive system that the Raiders have thrown at them. Let's see what they come up with.
Well, everything changes. The whole way they attack has to change.
Time on. Go for
you know, the rest of the seasons, the rest of the Roosters seasons might depend on this 40 minutes. How they handle this, how they actually stand up to the adversity they've had, and how they regroup here. That's the way I'd be selling it to them. All right, new season starts now. This next 40 minutes is vital.
Well, in his final NRL season, hasn't Luke Keary got a crucial role to play? A Clive Churchill medalist. He is going to have to guide this team into the finals.
Well, he has to do it all. If Joey Manu's 5'8", he's not a big communicator or an organiser. And Connor Watson's, he's purely a runner out of dummy half, so everything is off Keary. Organising, playing on the ball, kicking game. Big responsibility on the veteran half.
Weeks. High and long. Taken by Tupou. Don't forget Tedesco in the equation as well. 18 try assists for him in the season. Admittedly, he's not that organising ball player, but he is potent, and here he is punching out of the backfield. Emma, news for us.
Matt, it is a likely syndesmosis injury for Brandon Smith, so his afternoon's over. He's on crutches at the moment. And because that was foul play and Elliot Whitehead got binned, Zach Docker-Clay, the 18th man for the Roosters, has now been activated.
Thanks, Emma. Syndesmosis.
Zach's a very experienced and very handy player. Can play a number of positions, but mainly dummy half is his best. Just thinking about the Roosters too. We'll just watch the kick here. Now, all season they've been the team that have scored the most points by a long way than any team in the competition. Everyone's talked about their great attack, and because of that, no one really talks about their defence, which has been poor by their standards for most of the year. We all just assumed that come finals time they'd tighten it up. Well, now the team with the most points in the competition might have to win this comp based on a defensive attitude. This could be a real flip of the switch here about how they go about the rest of this premiership race. They haven't had to rely on defence all year. Now they do.
So Weeks is defending at fullback, but playing in the halves still. He's wearing the number 6. Adam Cook, of course, has replaced Fogarty in the lineup for this afternoon's game. Tedesco back to the 30. Oh, Young tackled strongly.
You can't run sideways against this defence. You've got to go forward. You've got to take your bruises and go forward, but run in numbers. That's better.
Bradley.
That's better.
Great run.
That's your run.
We needed someone to offload to. He succumbs in the tackle. It goes through Butcher now to Keary. And Manu feeding Crichton. Back now for Terrell May. Terrell May with a kick. Jennings juggles and knocks it on.
Michael Jennings.
Yeah, but that's the formula right there. Run in numbers, run hard and straight, just come out the other side. That's the formula. Don't run sideways. Run hard and straight. Bang, in there, that's it. Right against the grain. That's your formula.
It was a good kick, but the last touch not executed. Yes, Brad?
Well, that's the loudest the crowd has been after that Victor Radley run. Either they're listening to Gus or they knew as well the team need to straighten up and just get the ball under the arm and run through the Canberra Raiders. So one thing they haven't done today, they haven't been able to bring this crowd in. Canberra's done an incredible job of succumbing this crowd.
Hopewate tries to run out of that red zone. Earlier results. The 8th Immortal was in the fetal position before this game kicked off, and especially when the Gold Coast scored the first try with Kalen Ponga. Slayed them 36-14. It sets up an 8th place playoff on Old Boys Day at McDonald Jones Stadium this time next week.
Yeah, you'll see it live and free here on 9. Biggest game in the Dolphins' history, or short history. I dare say it'll be the hottest ticket in town, Newcastle. It'll be packed. Can't wait.
A totally reshaped Dolphins team too. That just hammered Brisbane.
Well,
Fuller
interesting.
at fullback, Hammer in the centres, Avarillo 5'8".
Will he bring Isaiah Katoa back in? Sean O'Sullivan played halfback, went great.
Nikorima's available too.
Nikorima's back.
He's always got a few tricks, the old coach.
Not bad.
Kept it all away from the media, kept it away from everyone. He made all the players sleep with a sock in their mouth so they wouldn't talk in their sleep.
This is an overlap. This is Jennings. Dummies, doesn't pass, comes back infield. Oh, they've dropped another one. Well, they've cracked them open twice in the last 2 sets.
Well, Joseph Manu here, he shows his class.
I don't think so, mate.
You watch Joseph Manu at 5'8". He'll straighten the attack and he'll double pump. Watch what it does to the outside defence of the Raiders. Just watch Joseph Manu. He gets the ball. He straightens the attack. He double pumps. And gets the 3-on-2 on the outside. That was class from Manu.
All right, well, they've bombed a couple, but they've gained in confidence. Again, it will come down to their defence. If they can keep the Raiders to 10, they can win the game. It's the defence that's the key. They've now found the key to making breaks.
Elliot Whitehead back on the field, 13 on 13.
Just wondering how long until Tarpane comes back. Well, there's the answer. He dominated the first 20, and he's on the ground now. Sebastian Chris on the 30. Played to Starling. Good line speed there. Whitehead.
Oh,
he's
appealing for a chicken wing. Luke Keary. We'll get a replay of this. He wasn't happy then, Elliot Whitehead.
He's not the most popular bloke at Allianz. Cook.
I don't think he cares.
No.
Here it is. Here's the tackle.
Nah.
Oh, there's nothing in it.
Of any significance for Butcher. Terrell May, Angus Crichton. Runs towards Timokor. Sasungi and Mariota, the other tacklers. He's over the halfway. He plays it to Watson. He can run. Tries to sell a dummy. And Mariota with back-to-back efforts. Across to Luke Keary. Kick towards Tupanua and Young. But it's out of their grasp. And Hopawate, there's confidence. Sends it over to Kyle. He is so quick. Oh, how fast is he? What a run.
I think Brad Fittler said at schoolboy level, he ran it below 11-second 100-metre sprint. Freddie, if you...
Yeah, he ran a 10.9 to win the 100 sprint in year 12.
Wow.
Running for Newington.
Well, he's carrying an injury. He's hobbling in back play. He's been hobbling all day, weeks.
Nice work. The pass goes to Chris. Chris gets it away. It should be play on. Picked up by Hudson Young. He's able to stay in the field.
Crowd's found their voice now.
Last play, Mariota.
Good game, this.
Isn't it? There's some real spice about it after half time. Cook kicking for Young. Yeah, best to take the ground there because a couple of the Canberra players were running with a target.
Yeah, Tarpane, you could see he was looking for a big tackle. He was charging down there.
I don't think it's his favourite Sunday afternoon activity, Dominic Young.
Catching high balls.
Yeah, I don't think it's his favourite thing to do on a Sunday afternoon. He likes scoring tries.
Yeah. Pretty good at it. His final come early. Now Radley's been rattled. He's holding his left arm. Tedesco for Keary, for Crichton. Back to Keary, trying to create an extra man. There's some room here, Tupou. Tedesco's there in support. The kick goes back to the middle of the ground. Hopawade covers up, but he's got Tupanua bearing down on him.
Well, Radley has not moved in back play. He's holding an arm or a wrist.
Wow, look at that for a ball on their own line. Savage almost free. Oh, Radley's gone. You can't believe this. That happened in front of you, Brad.
Yeah, big hit from Tarpanay. The whole Canberra bench went up. You could hear it from the sideline. Heavy contact. And as Victor was trying to get to his feet, he actually leant on his left hand and he just buckled straight away. This isn't good.
No.
He's off.
The Raiders are just about wrecked the Roosters' season this afternoon.
Just about.
He's not only off, but he's got that arm braced.
Again, that end of the ground proving problematic by way of footwork.
This is ball in play. Here we go. Fatigue alert. We're getting up to around 5 minutes.
Yeah, and they look good, the Raiders.
Wait till the little men get some ball, get some space with this fatigue around the middle of the field.
Remember too, they had their line broken a couple of times when they were down to 12.
Oh, tough shot. That's Collins. Oh, Victor in all sorts. It's hard to remember a more diabolical afternoon than this.
I think a couple of sides had a diabolical day yesterday.
Well, yeah, I meant with injuries. There was. I think there's a few other words to describe the Dragons in Brisbane. Flano walked and said, "I've had enough." Walked out of the presser after giving his side a nice old bake. So the 18th man, Zach Docker-Clay and Spencer Leniu on the bench. Turnover. If they could get out of this and win this game, it would be a monumental result. Manu.
Well, they look more comfortable in the second half than they did in the first half. They've actually got a little bit of direction and purpose about them here.
They've got numbers here. Tedesco calls Jennings underneath, but they chase from the inside. Good shot, good offload as well. May across to Manu. This is how he likes it. Disjointed defence. He fended away from Cook, but the reinforcements came and Tarpanay's trying to smash everyone.
Tarpanay, he came from 20 metres away then to get involved.
You think Ricky's got him fired up for this? May.
Well, he's still down, Joey Manu.
Keary missed the target. Jennings, the ball spews at the back. If they pick it up, they nearly score. Savage!
Oh, he's off.
Savage will win the race. A loose ball pounced upon by Canberra. And Xavier Savage gets try 14 for the year.
Wow. You can just see if they picked up that rolling ball. I didn't know if it was Savage going for it, but he was in the area, gave the call, and he's raced away. He was the match winner against the Panthers before. There's Tarpanay. Right in the short rib of Joey Manu. Isuzu D-Max replay. Watch this. The ball out the back from Keary. Misses the mark. Now they've just got to pick it up. Savage is on the ground. Now he gets up. Well, there's no one going to catch him from there. Satili Tupanua does a wonderful job keeping him a little bit wider and chased all the way. But that's a hammer blow. Another hammer blow for the Roosters afternoon. And the Raiders deserve it. They've been terrific. They've been physical. They've had a plan. Their defensive structure has really upset the Roosters. And they've caused physical damage as well.
I wonder what they're thinking just over the road here at South Sydney. They got the Roosters next week. And it doesn't matter where any of these teams, whether Roosters or South are on the table, they always lift. What is that, Friday night? Out at the core? Freddie?
Well, speaking to Ricky Stewart before the game and about Xavier Savage, he said there were lazy parts of his game. You just saw him drag himself off the ground, support the ball play and score just beside the post. I think he's proved to the coach that part of his game has gotten better. And there was never a team that deserved to try out of their defence. In the first half, they just frustrated the Roosters with their quick-moving defence, and then they've just dished out some punishment with the second half.
Cook.
No good.
Shocker.
Time off.
Thanks to our official membership partner, Red Rooster. If you're sitting in the lucky row, you'll score yourself an amazing Red Rooster prize pack. And tonight's lucky row is somewhere in the Eastern Concourse. And in the Eastern Concourse, our lucky bay tonight is Bay 32. Hey. Bay 32, our Red Rooster lucky row is row N.
He's a flyer. He burst onto the scene a couple of years ago as a fullback and made an immediate impression. Then had a long time out with injury, but on the wing has been among the more consistent players for Canberra this year. What about Tarpon? He's taken them on single-handedly. I've got an update on the New South Wales Cup. So Sandon Smith scored a try for the Roosters today. New South Wales Cup football. He was goal kicking, but couldn't take the last goal kick because of an ankle niggle. But they're telling me it's not too serious. So he's obviously in good form. Whitehead, Sasangi, Savage. 3 tries, all Canberra. Adam Cook's two missed goal kicks has kept it at 2 converted tries, though.
Yeah. The Roosters need the lift here. There's not much the Raiders haven't won today. They've won just about every aspect of the game.
Watch every medal of the Paralympic Games from Paris 2024 live and free on 9 and 9 Gem. Plus you can stream over 20 live sports channels on 9 now. Get ready for the incredible Paralympics experience that is underway on 9. Penalty.
Yeah, Spencer Lanier with his first run back on the field, took him on. Got a reaction out of the Raiders defence, but it's been over the top, so now they're penalised. They'd love to have that man out there, Jared Waria-Hargreaves, who's suspended again.
Dylan Napa is there, and Mark.
No longer Netawasi.
He may get a start next week.
That hooker.
Nice game to start. Up against the Bunnies.
Well, this might be saying the bleeding obvious, but the Rooster needs a try.
You're holding on to him, no way. It's on you for grabbing him first. Let go. Let go. It's on you for grabbing him. No, wait.
Separate, for goodness sakes. Crichton's angry. Don't upset him. Keary and Manu. Manu! Inside the 10, Watson waiting. Keary kicking ahead. Well, they're slipping and sliding everywhere. Canberra get it back. Sasangi tackled. Watson drills him into the turf.
Well, he must have called Tedesco offside here, because Tedesco had a free run for the ball.
Still have the right to challenge.
And then backed out of it.
Okay, Wyatt. We've got a captain's challenge from the Raiders. On field, we've ruled that James Tedesco pulls out and became passive. Canberra challenging and saying he had an involvement on the play.
Yeah, so the referee called Tedesco offside and he backed up and pulled out of it. Now, the Raiders have challenged, saying that, no, he had an effect on the play. He's in front of the kicker there to your left.
Yep.
He's in front of the kicker.
James Tedesco is in front of the kick here. We're playing on at this stage.
He'll make a little dash. The referee calls him. He's going to get to the ball. Then the referee calls him out.
James Tedesco now pulls out of the play and is no longer active. Simi Sasangi takes possession.
Been really impressed with the referee today, Todd Smith.
Sorry, mate.
Let the game.
There's no high contact and Simi Sasangi is tackled in goal. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, it was a strange challenge. What are they trying to say? That Simi Sasangi wouldn't have gone for the ball if Tedesco wasn't there.
Emma, some news.
It's all happening here on the sideline. So it was hard to tell when Victor Radley came off whether it was maybe a wrist or a forearm, but they're telling us it's a shoulder injury. So his afternoon is likely over.
Wow. I'm not going to say it couldn't get much worse, because that would be the mock. That was a great kick by Cook. Pumped it flat and long.
Yeah, caught him napping a little bit. They were expecting the short one. They're so physical, the Raiders. They've been like this for a while.
Great tackle.
Oh, hurried pass out the back, juggled by Tedesco, and tapped on now to Collins. Horsburgh back on the ground. Flat Keary. Manu at the back.
They're all over them.
Around.
They're just all over them.
Good ball. Good hands, but again, there's 4 Raiders there.
5 of them. Look at them.
5.
Feels like there's 20 of them out there.
Some side-to-side stuff here for the Roosters. The Raiders racing over. Manu with a kick. It wasn't deep enough. Savage has got it back. Look out. Look out. Savage beat 1.
Yeah, well, that's just a frustration kick there.
Well, that's what happens when you haven't got a dominant half out there. Players go outside their skill set.
Well, it's quite obvious their plan here today was Sam Walker. That was the Roosters' plan. Sam Walker, let him worry about the points. Sam's gone. They didn't have a plan for this defence.
Well, by the look of it, there's no Sam. Big tackle. There's no Brandon Smith. And looks like there's no Victor.
So what's syndesmosis, Gus?
It's a high ankle sprain.
But with respect to time on the sideline.
Depends on surgery. Can be 6 to 8 weeks. Can be 3 months if it's a really bad one.
So
well, if he's on
6?
If he's on crutches, there's no chance he'll play for the rest of the year.
No.
It's the ligament that sits in between your tib and your fib. High ankle. Incredibly slow healing. Yeah, if it's really bad, it's surgery, and it's a 3 or 4 month.
Do you bulk build?
Yep. Whatever that means.
Dr. Johns, I presume. Butcher. That's a good run.
Yeah, they're the runs. They're the ones they've been lacking.
He copped an accidental knee here.
Time off.
As he's going down.
You've lost your challenge, mate.
It was an accidental knee to the back of the head
Walk back.
of Nat Butcher.
It's not Whitehead again, is it?
Eye contact, mate.
Well, the Roosters are trying to win something. They're trying to win the attention of the referee here
Eye contact.
and the
You've lost your
bunker.
challenge. Okay. That's what it is, okay?
Elliot Whitehead mightn't get out of here.
Well,
this is him.
With a game of high emotion, once again, he's done a great job, Todd Smith. He's kept a cool head.
Just away from the goal. Hey? Yeah, mate, it was a knee.
So HIA for Butcher. Now, I don't know how many are left on the bench for the Roosters at the moment. It's pretty sparse.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's an accidental knee.
Totally accidental.
But how was that a penalty?
Oh, look at that for a shot. The sun about to disappear over the back of the Blue Mountains. It's been a sparkling day.
It'll be back tomorrow.
We hope.
Always comes up.
Yeah. Even if you're a Rooster coach.
Yep. Sun will come up tomorrow. Anyway, they're not finished here yet. Still 18 minutes.
If they can just get the first. Well taken, Manu under pressure.
This defence has been enormous today. This is a team with the most points of any team in the competition by a long way. And they haven't looked like scoring a try.
Back to Watson now. Watson dancing. Offloading to Crichton. Ball in one hand. Whitehead's there again.
Oh, he's kicked out of the ball. Elliot Whitehead.
Use the leg
Where
here.
is your header?
No. Foul play.
He's just trying to kick the ball out of his hand.
Terrell!
This is like backyard footy. You tackle someone and you try to knock the ball out. Watch this. What's this? Trying to kick the ball out of his arm.
I reckon he missed it too.
Well, he's trying to stop him from passing it.
Yep.
He might go to the bin again here. Yeah.
Come here, Elliot.
It's a real lapse in concentration, and it's going to let them back into the game.
Okay.
The door ajar.
All right, that's his second trip to the bin.
Well, they need 3 scores. I can't believe that. Oh, it's hilarious.
What's the clock here? Where are we? 17 minutes. Yeah. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. And if they can't score against 12, Rooster, we have a problem.
Oh, Lenu. Got the bumper bars up on Smithies there. They're down inside the 10. If they can just get one, you feel like they could really challenge here. Can they start the revival? Played by May. Watson. He's really strong. He's built low to the ground. He's over the line, but he's surrounded by Canberra White.
The tackle's well complete.
Yeah.
Tackle 3 straight back.
I know you go close, but it's a little bit of a waste of a tackle.
Get the defence line sorted, get organised, bit of a breather. Look at him surging off the line.
Oh, Carey belted.
Hudson Young.
Absolutely smashed.
They are sprinting off the line, Canberra. They are that hungry. Look at this bottom of the screen. Look at Hudson Young. Just throws him.
Carey, Tedesco, try! Here they come. Tupou.
Xavier Savage, he was looking for the intercept. He should have been worried about the tackle. He just couldn't help himself there, Xavier Savage. Isuzu D-Max replay, the ball will come over, they slide well. Then, yeah, he's looking for the intercept and Tupou goes over.
Try for the Sydney Roosters. For number 2, Daniel Tupou.
Well, he's the most prolific try scorer the Roosters have had, and he scored a crucial try here.
Raiders 14, Roosters 6.
The Roosters' leading try scorer ever has scored a vital 4-pointer, and the dream is still alive. Can they get top 2? Can they host a final here?
Well, who's kicking here? Is this Keary?
Yes, it's a kick from touch. He nearly bent it back, but not quite.
Thanks to everyone who purchased tickets in our 50-50 raffle. Just like David May here, you're going home with over $6,000. Been better than socks and undies for Father's Day? Sure is. Best Father's Day. Well done, thank you to you. Thanks to everyone. The same amount going to the Steggles Roosters charity nest. 50-50 raffle, 6 months. Well done.
Yeah, yes.
If they could just get one, maybe there's more to come. 14-6. What a time of year.
8 points the difference, 15 minutes to go. Raiders down to 12. They've been the better team for 64 minutes. Not over yet, though.
Oh, Emma, how busy you've been up and down, prowling the sideline.
Matt, it is pandemonium down here. I don't know if I've ever covered a game like this. The Roosters medical staff are trying to watch the game, activate 18th men, and messages are getting mixed. But I can clarify, Brandon Smith has done his medial, not syndesmosis like originally thought. So,
right.
but still quite serious. So could be out for up to a month.
Well, he had medial strapping on before the game, and so did Sam Walker before the game. The strapping around his knee.
Jennings in and away. Not quite. I tell you, the Michael Jennings of a few years ago might have got through there. Tackled by Timoko. They get to play 5. Keary. Tedesco's running after it. It's fullback. He got checked, Tedesco. He got taken out. And they can take the shot here if they want and get back to a converted try.
Now, while the man's off the bin, I'd be going for the try.
Yeah, you got to get your tries. Well, you got them down to 12 men. Don't worry about the others later. Here we go.
This could be one of the great Roosters wins. It's on the cards.
Well, like I said, this could set up the whole of September for them.
They've got piles of numbers out here. Again, Hopewadi rushed in, trying for an intercept. The ball didn't go to hand. It's back to Watson. They are being stretched massively. What a good shot that is. The ball went away from Crichton, though, to May. Oh, Canberra are just rifling in. Watson. Manu. 3 metres away. They might be about to go back to back. Keary through the middle. 4th tackle. Oh, somehow the Raiders have got it to knock on. I thought it was a diving catch there for a moment by Starling, but there is a knock on.
If he doesn't catch it, the Roosters are under the posts. They had 2 ball runners here either side of him, and he's kept his eyes on the ball either side of him.
Oh.
The ball goes to Collins. Collins is untouched. He played the ball from the time he left the defensive line. They're in trouble here. Roosters playing cat and mouse behind the scrum.
So Manu went right and the defence matched him. 7 metres away.
I kind of feel like we've got to score. Raiders are stripped on the right-hand side over there.
They've been stoic defending their line, but it's getting tough now. Crichton one-on-one. Crichton surging with all his strength. Look at that. It takes 4 or 5 Raiders to stop him. It would be nearly impossible to stop them here. Tedesco dummies, runs, finds a gap. Can't get there again.
What a game.
Look, Keary. So the main playmaker's out of action for tackle 5. Watson, not a great pass. Manu with a kick, Young with the running. It's a great kick. It's tapped over the sideline by Canberra. The pressure will continue.
Okay, off Canberra into touch.
Yeah, they're going to back their defence.
To play the ball.
They didn't want Dominic getting a play on this one. And it's more pressure. They're down and out. Look at the Raiders players.
It goes in touch, not to play.
Over there on the eastern side, they're down on their haunches, down on their knees.
Where do you want it? Here?
It's a play the ball, they're not ready for it. Roosters must score here. They just have to score here.
The Raiders look toast.
They're out on their feet.
So Leniu went to May. If they go left, they've got about 6 on 3 out there. Keary sends it wide. It's a brilliant bit of defence by Canberra. They kept the ball alive. How did they get over there?
Oh, stand and applaud, Raiders fans.
He looked destined to score. Watson. Keary now. Away to May. Now Manu. Into Cook. Cook wraps him up high. No, he doesn't. He got the ball away now. Watson towards the line. This is unbelievable endurance by Canberra, but it's not over yet. Inside pass, Tedesco tackled. And now one of the Raiders is down on the ground, so they're down to 11 in the defensive line. Terrell May. Well, Who's that? It's Kyo Weeks' last tackle. Keary, a kick out wide. Tupou leaps on. That is the best bit of defence. Oh, penalty, Roosters.
Well, Weeks, he'll have to come off. Weeks, he cannot run. There he is, hobbling.
Oh, that's heartbreaking for Canberra. They got there to the last tackle and survived, and there's a penalty against them.
It's a penalty, all right.
Well, Timoko didn't trust his winger. He took Tupou out. They can't hold on. They just can't. They can't possibly hold on here.
Look at the sets. 2, 4, 6, 7.
How long's Whitehead got? 1:45.
Well,
too long.
Can Weeks defend in the line like the fullback does? I don't know if he can get a body in the line.
They've got to make sure the Roosters score out wide if they do.
Underneath the Fahu White from the Manu ball again. Roosters' left-hand side has profound numbers against 3 or 4 Raiders defenders. Zach Docker-Clay, ball on the bounce. Tedesco through. Tedesco will score. Now Andrew thinks there's obstruction. The bunker will be asked.
Well, they've played the man
here. They have no try.
They've played the man.
There's an obstruction on the Canberra defender. We can't get to him, mate.
Just keep your eyes on Angus Crichton. The ball will go behind. Is that Simi Samungi? Sasungi.
At this point, Angus Crichton is in front of the ball and in the line.
Look, he just makes
Simi Sasungi should be able to come forward and defend in the play, and Roosters gain an advantage. We have a decision.
The Raiders have done it. The Raiders have done it. Have you seen defence like that all year?
Well, it's brilliant. They milked it in the end, but it's brilliant. They're so courageous. But they absolutely milked it. They used the bunker as a defender there.
Yep.
They're not dumb. This has been an incredible performance by the visitors.
And this is the game now. We're rewarding this sort of stuff.
Now where's Elliot Whitehead?
He's getting ready with a minute to go.
Still got 8 minutes, plenty of time.
Just over a minute, Whitehead will be back.
They've got to complete this set and get it down the other end of the field. That's what they've got to do. That was an extraordinary period of defence there from the Raiders. Incredible. Roosters had to score.
Well, they have to score twice. So, having not been able to breach Canberra's line there, means they need 2 tries in 8 minutes. Levi running with real dash out on that right-hand edge. Played back to Weeks, who's still out there and trying to get some movement back into that leg. Tapane inside the 30. The left boot of Adam Cook kicking out towards Dom Young. Hopoate's out there. Young takes it well. But that's where you want to give them the ball back. Oh, Hopoate's got a problem. It's cramp. He's probably not the only Raider cramping up. Whitehead's back. Emma, what's the crowd here? They've been on the emotional roller coaster today.
Have they ever, Matt? 22,866 fans were on hand to witness one of the most chaotic, unpredictable, and quite frankly insane matches we have ever seen. We've still got 7 minutes to go. My eyes aren't working, Tomo.
That's all right. Just don't go in the labour and we'll be fine. Out the back, Manu across now to Young. Young keeping it alive. Manu dribbling in behind, and Hopoate's dived on it. Now Dom Young's cramping. Horsburgh's slow to his feet. Hopoate's fallen over. There'll be a race for the ice bath.
So they've had 2 sin bins, the Raiders, and the Roosters have scored 1 try.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
Leading point scorers in the competition. I've seen a lot of games in my life. Gee whiz, I'm going to remember this one. It's been incredible, and it's still not over.
Levi They thought they'd caught one of the markers offside. Someone yelled 6 again. The referee's the man that matters. Now a kick high for Savage. He's been taken out. Oh, he says it's play on.
Wow.
Gee, he looked to have been taken out for sure. Meanwhile, Teddy has raced upfield.
Well, there were 2 penalties at the other end for exactly the same thing as what happened to Savage there.
Matty.
Exactly the same thing.
Tupanua stepping inside of Seb Chris, and Adam Cook's there. How long to go? 5.5. They need 2 tries. If they get one here, get ready for a thriller.
It's a mile of time. It's a mile of time.
Well, the Dragons showed that, didn't they? Yesterday.
Connor Watson, wonky pass, Jennings on the bounce.
Raiders are out on their feet. They can't lift their legs.
Collins, oh, shocked. Horsburgh. On the 10. Keary, Manu, looping pass. They read it beautifully. Young gives it out the back. Picked up, well, not quite by Tupanua. Tapped it on the ground. There's a second kick coming. It'll be Manu. He kicks in behind, and the Raiders have done it again.
Look at the Raiders players. Doubled over. Hands on hips, hands on heads. Look at them. They're all strewn over the place. They won't want to drop the ball. There'll be no one in the defence line. They're out on their feet. The big fella's sucking it in.
They need someone to run it. It's Savage.
They're only running one at a time. Everyone else is just trying to get some oxygen in the lungs. This has been...
Where's the pickle juice? I need a keg of it.
Well, there'll be a different sort of juice on the bus going home, let me tell you, if they can pull this off.
That'll be a fun bus trip, wouldn't it? More from Emma.
So Nat Butcher has failed his HIA, so I know there's only 4 minutes to go, but that's crucial obviously for next week with the mandatory 11-day stand-down period, so he won't be able to face the Rabbitohs unless he gets a special exemption. So add that on top of no Sam Walker suspected ACL, Brandon Smith medial, and Victor Radley serious shoulder injury as well.
Well, if you've got a Roosters jumper, turn up tomorrow and see if you get a game next week.
No, they got plenty.
I can't win it without those 3.
Jennings!
Great tackle.
Oh, cut off again. That's Whitehead.
Whitehead.
Zach Docker-Clay. 3.5 remain. A fraction less. Keary's dropped the ball.
Brilliant.
Watch this tackle from Denny Levi.
Okay, wait, first you guys there. Okay.
Just watch how much he sprints in.
Right. Captain's chance from the Roosters. On-field ruling is the first knock on was Roosters, then Canberra.
He's hurt himself.
So there's a touch on the ball here by Danny Levi. I just need to determine if the ball's been passed. It's a pass by Luke Keary and the ball is knocked on by Danny Levi. The challenge is successful.
This afternoon's official attendance presented by Metro Petroleum, 27,239. Big thank you to all our members and fans for coming along to Allianz Stadium to support your Sydney Roosters.
Other play, yeah.
Come on. Let's go, Zach. Back in.
Well, here it is. Roosters have got a score on this set. Raiders have lined up 3 on the right, 2 on the left, with 1 undecided. He's going to come to the left. They go to the right.
Oh, Whitehead again. Oh, that's Young. They're sprinting up still.
It's one of the most monumental defensive displays I think I've ever seen.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Exactly what the Raiders wanted. Exactly what the Raiders wanted.
Hey, Joe, walk back, Lindsay.
Exactly what the Raiders wanted. Look at the clock ticking down.
Spencer's in there.
Yeah.
Walk back.
Careful, boys, you throw a punch.
Exactly what the Raiders wanted. The clock's still ticking.
Angus, let's go.
The clock's still ticking.
Walk it back. Righto, boys. That's it. Take it back now. Take it back now.
Clock's still ticking.
Elliot, take it back. Well, not until you take it back, it's not. Take it back. Take it back.
Referee getting order.
They've wasted a minute.
Yeah. No one stopped the clock yet. It's still going.
Time off.
They're happy to give a penalty away too.
Now he said time off. Well, Roosters just wasted a whole minute of their whole day by getting caught into a little bit of a fracas there.
Okay.
Exactly what the Raiders wanted.
Denny Levi and Lindsay Collins. He's appealing for an elbow.
Okay.
Yes, Brad.
Okay.
Well, there's a good chance there's going to be a penalty to the Roosters, a crusher.
So it's a penalty against him. No more, boys. Let's just keep playing footy.
They'll take the goal kick, and they'll have one set to win to draw the game.
Go back.
Luke Keary's got it on the tee.
So we're going to go to 14-8 with about a minute and a half to go. It's game on.
And a penalty converted for the Roosters by Luke Keary, and it's now Raiders 14, Roosters 8. Luke Keary is badly hooked by Radio Fixers.
Need a footy.
1 minute 38 remain. One full set for the Roosters to do the unthinkable.
Well, they've had a good 2 or 3 minutes here, the Raiders, to get some oxygen in. The coach, he needs oxygen. They've got a kick-off, one more chase and a set of 6 of defence. This has been one of the most monumental defensive displays I've seen in a long, long time. On a weekend where just about every team in the comp is scoring 30 and 40 points, the Raiders have come here today and tackled their hearts out. Now they've got to do it for another minute.
Young infield. They're trying out on the extremities. The Canberra mark up again. Played by Young. Manu Favenu. They've got 75 metres to travel. Keary for Manu. Set piece out to the left. Tedesco. Jennings. Kyo Weeks gets in his way and help from Whitehead. 3 tackles used. Not at the halfway yet. Manu prominent. Watson now. Turned over by Hudson Young. Played to Docker Clay. Manu involved every play. Oh, I don't think that was intended for Terrell May. Keary's blowing up. That was for me, he says.
Here it is. It'll come down to a kick, a run or a kick. Last tackle.
Keary. Out the back, Tedesco. He can't get through. He's pulled over by the bootlaces. He's up and off again. They keep the ball alive. There's numbers out here. Watson. Tupanua. Now for Nafahu White. White keeps it alive. Docker Clay. Tupanua with Dominic Young. He runs out of room. Passing at all costs for the Roosters. Keary. The wing is unmarked. The ball's going to bounce for Tupo. He scores! Get out of town!
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Luke Keary, calm as a cucumber. After all that flurry of passing and which the game on the line, he'll steady himself in the middle of the field and sees reliable wingman out to the left. He knows he's there. I've just got to get it to him. Look where Tupou is. He's in the crowd. Savage can't stop him and he gets it down. Now Luke Keary's got to kick a goal from the sideline to level us up. What a Sunday afternoon this has been.
Times like this, I wish we could get their heart rates. Zizi D-Max replay. if we could get their heart rates from those GPS they wear, you can get an inkling of Luke Keary, how much fatigue is in the legs.
Well, he's very much a part-time kicker these days.
Well, he left the last one out to the right, Gus.
Yeah.
Freddie.
Well, he's kicked 3 from 6 this year. We're down to the 3rd string kicker for the Roosters, and if he gets this, it's a home semi-final. I just saw Elliot Whitehead walk up to him. I think he wished him best of luck. When you love to know what's going through that mind right now.
For golden point.
He misses, they lose.
It's out to the left. Canberra win. What a game. 14-12 to the Green Machine.